don't want to complain. I don't want to sit here and talk about.
But sometimes it's so frustrating and you can't do anything about it. All you can do is complain. Jacksepticeye's YouTube situation is crazy.
Oh boy, YouTube's at it again with inconsistency and frustration. If you're watching this video and you see the title and the thumbnail, you know what kind of video it's going to be.
Surprise, surprise! YouTube's not being fair again. YouTube, please, please, can we get it together?
And despite what you might think, I don't actually enjoy making these videos. I don't want to complain. I don't want to sit here and talk about.
But sometimes it's so frustrating and you can't do anything about it. All you can do is complain. All you can do is make a video with the traditional YouTuber thumbnail. I quit. It's over. I lost everything. Sometimes that's all you can do. YouTube, they gonna say demonetize video, age restrict video, pull this video out the algorithm. Sometimes that's all you can do. Just complain to your audience and hope for the best. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, appreciate that follow. Make sure you guys tap into the Twitch stream so you never miss a live stream reaction. Where you at, family?
Where you at,
Are things that are frustrating. I just want to play games and get on with my life and have fun. But sometimes you need to stop and call out some of the bullshit that is happening before you. So recently when I was uploading Resident Evil 9, I uploaded all the parts.
We're playing Resident Evil right now on Twitch.
Video,
click the link in the description.
As many of you know, got age restricted, which means that you have to be over 18 or above an age threshold to be able to watch the video. It got age restricted and it got limited ads as a result of that. So limited ads normally means that it'll still go out to all your subscribers. It'll still go out to where it needs to go. I don't know.
But we make no money.
The metrics of that, I don't know how that actually works. But whatever happens with age restriction is that it usually kills a video for you. If you get age restriction is one of the worst things that you can get on a YouTube video because it just completely cuts your audience off. Limited ads means that you can still see the video. You don't need to sign in. You don't need to do XYZ to actually see the content. If it gets to browse features, suggested, homepage, I don't know any of that. Maybe somebody else could do a deep dive on that stuff because it is interesting how different things that happen to your video can affect how it performs. The reason that this is really annoying, don't get me wrong, the Resident Evil 9 series that I did incredibly well. I'm not here to bemoan that I'm not getting enough views. I'm not here to bemoan that
What are you bemoaning about? And I like that word. I'm adding that to my vocabulary. Bemoaning is now officially a Berto word.
Episode 4 did
what are you
so
bemoaning
badly
about?
And I should deserve better. What's pissing me off about all of this is the inconsistency everywhere across the board with it. So when I got age restricted first, it said I had limited ads and I was age restricted. And they told me, as you can see here, that it was inappropriate language, profanity in title, thumbnail, or usage in the content.
I've seen this before. And you know, when they say this to me, it's absolutely correct, because I can't stop goddamn cursing. I can't stop cursing if my life depended on it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If that was the one thing that were gonna keep me innocent, then I'd be guilty. I keep cursing, bro. But the problem is, they be hitting me with shit like, bullying or one time I got hit with nudity. Nigga. I'm in this bitch fully clothed. Nudity where? Man.
Okay.
Watch out.
I don't have any profanity in titles or thumbnails ever because of this. I know for a fact that it'll get claimed every single time or it'll get limited ads on it. And normally I'm like, okay, I swear a lot on my content. And it says here, YouTube selection, moderate profanity like shit in the title or thumbnail. Again, there's no profanity anywhere in the title or thumbnail. Focal usage of profanity throughout a video, such as profanity used in most sentences, profanity used in the title or thumbnail, or of music or stand-up comedy content. Now, I do swear in my content. It's not something I'm going to change. I tried doing it before where I was like, maybe I shouldn't swear in my content anymore because it'll perform better. It felt weird to do that. I'm someone who just swears in my day-to-day language already. But I didn't swear any more than any of the other videos. Parts 1, 2, 3, and 5 all had swearing in them as well. And it seemed to be fine. I don't know why this cropped up. And if anything, there's some other videos where I swear way more. Not only that, but it's a big video. It's like 2 hours.
Bert, one time you had your shirt off, gang. I'm gonna be 100. As a man, I can't have my shirt off. That's considered nudity. Let's just be actually honest for a second. I am a man. I can't take my shirt off right now. If I take my shirt off right now, that's nudity, bro. Is that what it's come to on YouTube? As a man, I can't wear a shirt. Mind you, I think that was one video. And that video wasn't the video that got hit with nudity. Bro, YouTube be tripping, bro. They got this AI shit just doing shit. Just literally waking up and being like, I'm gonna ruin this creator's day. Fuck your channel.
And change, maybe. And the amount of swearing per minute in that video, I don't think is that bad. But what got worse for me is that I tried to get it appealed. I put it in. I talked to my rep about it, and I'm lucky enough that I do have a rep at YouTube that I can talk to.
Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
To put it forward, to try and get a bit more detail on it. Sometimes things happen, like I show a game where there might be a hanging body in it, and I think they usually age restrict for that as well now, or hit you with some sort of flag. That I can understand a bit more because it is something very dangerous to show on camera or to show on screen in a lot of ways, but swearing's not so bad, you know? And I put it out to my rep and they went looking for it more. And within a few hours, maybe I got this back. Okay. Which says your video will remain age restricted. What we found, your content was age restricted because of community guidelines. Content that shows violent or graphic visuals, certain medical procedures, animal abuse, or some cases of gaming and scripted video or scripted violence may be age restricted if it's not appropriate for all audiences. So what's frustrating to me in all of this is that first you told me that I was getting hit by all of this because of language. I got limited ads because of that. And you didn't really give me any other stuff. It was just super vague. And if anything, most of it was wrong about where the swearing ended up being. But it's super vague. I don't know what you mean by that. I'd like point to an example. At least when you get hit by a copyright claim, it points exactly where it is. You can cut it out, move on.
That's another thing, YouTube. With the I feel like YouTube's system with copyright is so good. If you get copyrighted, they allow you to cut it out of the video. They allow you to mute it. They allow you to erase it. I don't understand why it's so hard for YouTube to just give us the same feature when it comes to things that you find inappropriate. It makes no sense. If there's a part of the video that is inappropriate, give us the ability to cut it out. Give us the ability to make the change. It literally be so crazy when you just, you literally will wake up one day, chat, making the same type of content that you've always made, and then they'll just be like, no, this one's bad though. And you're like, why? Because we said so. You're naked in this video. Where am I? What? No, that's impossible. You appeal it. And then they, mind you, a human being's not checking it because they get back to you in fucking 0.2 seconds. You appeal it, and before you could even lift your finger off the appeal button, they email you back saying, we just reviewed it with a human, and we have come to the conclusion that you are in fact naked in this video. What? But I've been It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And for shit like that, you might fucking around and get a strike, a warning, and 3 strikes, your entire channel gets deleted. It's a scary place. It's a scary place to be, man. And I've seen it happen before. I've had Berto 2, which is now my gaming channel. You know, we've revamped it so many times because of this issue. My Berto 2 channel, at its peak, I woke up one day and the entire channel got demonetized. The entire thing, bro. Imagine if that was my only source of income. You literally could just wake up and lose it all. It's crazy, bro. I was very upset about that. I'm still very upset about that. But it's okay. God is good. We keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? He makes a way.
There's an editor on YouTube. For any of you who don't do YouTube or don't know about it, you can literally go in and re-edit a video after it's gone up. So if something in the video is deemed inappropriate, you can pull it out, it gets reprocessed, and
but they don't tell you where it is. They don't tell you what's inappropriate.
And that flag gets taken off your video. It's a great system. It's wonderful. It's the same with music. If you have music in it and it gets copyright claimed, you can just cut that section out and then the copyright goes away most of the time. But then to come around and tell me afterwards that it's because of graphic visuals and violence in the game, while also not pointing to any of it. You're just saying like, oh, the game's violent. Like, obviously, it's a Resident Evil game. All of them are violent. And this one, I guess you could argue it's more violent than some of the others. Like, some of the kills that happen in it are absolutely ridiculous. I didn't really see some of the most violent stuff that can happen in that game. And part 4, I can't exactly remember what happens in part 4. I think that's the part where I'm in Raccoon City. I don't seem to see any part of that video that seems to be like way above anything else that's like, oh God, we need to age restrict this because children can't be watching it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
But more importantly, other YouTubers across the platform are posting the same goddamn thing and they're not getting any issues, bro. That's what's most important. If you're gonna say fuck us, just fuck us all. If you're gonna fuck us, just fuck us all. Why is it so inconsistent across the board? What is the next man doing so differently than me?
It's also really vague. I don't know what you like where in that video you're pointing at. I wish I could know. Maybe YouTube has a reason. I'm not trying to come down on them and say like everything's bad. Sometimes they have a reason and they can't say it publicly, and I find out in private and I'm like, oh, actually, that does make sense why you wouldn't be allowed to say that publicly. I don't know in this case. I don't.
Mind you, this is a YouTuber with how much subscribers does my dog have? 31 million subscribers. Do you think we have the same luxury of YouTube telling us privately what we did wrong? Absolutely not.
I don't know what happened. The appeal got rejected. My video ends up age restricted anyway. The reason age restriction is so bad is you can see it here. Now, don't get me wrong. The views on the Resident Evil 9 series are absolutely amazing. And I'm very, very happy with them. This is more for educational purposes, more so than me bemoaning what happened to me. But you can see that episode 1s always do really well. Episode 2s are usually like half the views. That's just how Let's Plays are. It's always been like that since the start of gaming on YouTube. But it's pretty consistent then. 1.8, 1.7. For some reason then 1.4 on part 4 and then 1.6 on part 5. Normally what ends up happening is that it's high views and then it tapers off as the series goes on. Everything ends up rising, but that curve is usually the exact same across all of them. The titles are all fine. Where's the profanity? Where's the shit? Where's anything like that going on in that video? For the limited ad section of it, or the age restriction of it. I don't get it. But what ends up happening is that because that got age restricted, now it cuts off a ton of views. And again, 1.4 million views is still an incredible amount, and I'm very happy with it. I'm glad. Normally when this happens, it kills a video completely. Like this would be at 800K or something. It would completely decimate the views on it. Age restriction is like video homicide. It just kills any momentum that a video has. And you can see it in some of the graphs here. Like this, I don't know which videos these are, but if anything, this should prove it even better, because this is the graphs that you normally get, again, when you're doing YouTube, a little behind the scenes for you. The top of this graph, this sort of like gray cone, is the high average views you normally get. The lower part of it is the lower end of the average views you normally get. Resident Evil, big series, one of the biggest ones I'm going to do this year because everyone loves Resident Evil and it always does really well. It goes above the average because it's better than all the rest. People are really engaged in it. People really want to watch Resident Evil whenever I upload it. Then you have another video. Again, I don't know what order these are in. You can probably tell by the views that they have. But again, top side of it, it's going up, above, and beyond. Then another one, above and beyond. And then you have part 4, which is like smack dab in the middle of your averages. It definitely has an effect on this stuff. Normally what would happen is that this graph, this blue line, ends up just flatlining if you get age restricted. I'm lucky enough that it's Resident Evil. People are really into it. They want to watch the series anyway. So people, by and large, are still pumping the numbers into that. But what ends up happening is that so many people I've seen went to that video that day. They're watching first 3 parts normally. They sit down for their dinner and they want to watch part 4. And then suddenly it's telling them to sign in. But it's worse than that, because now we live in an age where you don't just have to sign in, you have to upload ID in a lot of places. The UK especially has gotten really, really bad at allowing you to engage with any sort of content that is.
That was crazy when YouTube made that change. I forgot that happened. And then again, it's because I'm a content creator to my core. So at the end of the day, if YouTube wants my fucking driver's license, I'm gonna give them my driver's license, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. But the fact that just a casual viewer that just wants to watch a YouTube video has to upload a picture of their driver's license, bro, we really are entering the digital age, bro, to the point where everything is digitalized and they want control of everything. They want to see everything. It's getting scary, bro. We've watched a lot of movies. We've watched so many movies that have told us the direction we're headed in. AI is taking over everyone's job. Money's digitalized. IDs are digitalized. What happens when they just say, hey, bro, we don't want you to play anymore? And they just shut your life off like this. Boom. It's getting scary, but we could pray for the best.
Is deemed, I don't know, censorship worthy. It reeks of censorship all across the board. And trying to get
YouTube wants your social security. I ain't gonna lie. They already got my shit. They already got my shit because they pay me. But that's fair, though. That's fair. Like, that's like your employer having your social security number. You know what I'm saying? Your employer's going to have your social security number. YouTube pays me, so they got my social. So it's really Google that got my shit. But again, for you, the viewer, you just want to watch some YouTube videos, there's no reason why they should have your shit, bro.
Get people to input their IDs to be like, oh, you're above 18. That's the only way we can verify it. Absolute bullshit. This stuff gets taken over, and there's been breaches before where people's government IDs and government names and addresses and whatever have all been leaked. So a system that is asking for more of that is just bad. You shouldn't have to input that shit to watch a YouTube video, especially for a gaming Jacksepticeye Resident Evil video. It's absolutely obnoxious. But again, what's really bothering me about all of this is the inconsistency everywhere across the board, telling me that it's swearing, telling me that it's graphic violence. But what's worse is that everyone's playing the same game. We're all playing the same scenarios. Granted, there's a bit of deviation in terms of where people go and what they see and the grab attacks and the finishers that people are seeing. But by and large, 75% of the game is the exact same across multiple videos. It's the commentary that changes it, but the same cutscenes, it's the same story, all of that. But a lot of other people aren't getting age restricted for the same thing. I wouldn't even make this video if I got age restricted and then I went to everybody else's videos that played the same section and they were all getting age restricted. Because then it would make sense. And I'm not saying everybody should get age restricted. I'm not trying to get YouTube then to go out and age restrict everybody's video that played Resident Evil. That would be awful. And if that ends up happening because of this, I'm so sorry. That's not the intent behind it. The intent is to call out how bullshit it is to get one way and then another way and back and forth and flip-flopping and then not being consistent. I did see some people, because Corey has been uploading Resident Evil 9 now. He just started a couple of days ago, and that video got age restricted. Apparently, when I watched it, it didn't show it. Normally, you can click the description. You can go to my part 4 and look at the description. It'll say age guidelines. I didn't see that when I checked it on my phone, but I looked at it incognito then, and it was like, yeah, you have to sign in to watch this video. So he got hit, but he didn't get to the Raccoon City section in his first video. Like, his first video isn't where I am in my 4th video. So I don't know what's going on with this series. Why it's being deemed so much more violent than all the others. Maybe it is. I don't know. I would love to see if other YouTubers are getting hit by this. Sound off in the comments if you're watching this video, because I'm really curious about where this is landing. There's certain games that this has happened to before, where Mortuary Assistant was a big one because there's a scene with the girl's mom hanging. In that moment, I was like, oh, this is going to get age restricted. But it's necessary for the story beats, so I didn't really want to cut it out. Like, I don't want to cut stuff out just because then I'm in the clear and I get green ticks everywhere and I get more views and more money and blah, blah, blah. I don't really care about that aspect of it. What I care about is
hey, Key, you reading my
just
mind?
being able to watch the content. The fact that you have to sign in, but in some ways, some people have to give over their ID. I don't think you should be doing that to watch one of my videos.
Just because you said
I don't want that to happen. That's out of my control, and I don't like that. But in the case of the mortuary assistant videos, it seemed to be pretty consistent across the board that everyone started to get hit by it. And I've had this type of video before. I've talked about this and brought up Corey before because he had a really good claim for a lot of the stuff that was happening to his channel when he came back. And he's getting age restricted. Corey doesn't even swear. Corey's like notorious for not swearing at all in his content. So it's just the gaming side of things that's getting age.
I wish I could stop swearing. Like I'm bad. That's something I don't know how to get that out of my system. Like I keep saying I'm going to be more mindful of it, but then it's like my brain just turns off and forgets that I said that. It's bad. I have a potty mouth. That actually is probably something that is holding me back when it comes to YouTube. I gotta stop. It's not even that big of a deal. And what's crazy is, I think because I'm just being myself so much, I curse a lot. When I'm just around my friends, I curse a lot. But when I'm like around like adults or, I don't know, places where, you should not be talking like a damn idiot, I'm pretty good. But when I'm just like in my chill, nonchalant world, I be tripping, bro. It's bad.
Restrictions lobbied around. And maybe Corey doesn't care that it got age restricted. I care about how inconsistent it is. That's really all it is. To tell me one thing, then tell me another thing, then to go back on it, and then not be consistent across the board. It makes it really annoying to do your job, to sit here and upload content and not really know where you're going wrong. To now, if they came back and it was like, yeah, it's because of this violent section right here. Like maybe it's a 10-minute section. Maybe it's one single thing. Maybe it's an hour worth of the video. I have no idea. It's super vague. It's super inconsistent. I don't like it. And I wish there was more clarity on it. Anyway, it was bothering me the last few days. I was trying to see what would shake loose of it, if it would start happening across the board with everybody. It doesn't seem like it is from the videos that I've been looking up. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, I would love to know what other people's experiences are with it. And again, I'm really sorry if YouTube's solution to this is to go radio silent, bury their heads in the sand, and then just start age restricting everybody that's playing Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. Not going to lie. Honestly, I just feel like at this point, YouTube is making way too much money. Bro, just please hire some real human reviewers. And just put like a chat box or something. Like, give us something. I feel like they keep using the excuse that it's not realistic because there's just so many creators on YouTube. But it's like, okay, but we are the without the creators, there is no YouTube. Without YouTube, there is no creators. So let's just work together, please. But this is definitely falling on dead ears because we've been complaining about this for years. They don't care. So at the end of the day, I'm forever grateful to be able to do this as my job and live out my dreams. But, I guess just like anything, you got to take the good and the bad.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look too easy.